23 encounters that they've had, and that is substantial, just shy of the hour mark for the average match time. Well, I feel that if Tarek Momen can really cut down any free points in terms of errors, then he can have a serious contention here in this semi-final with SJP.
Yeah, Tarek will be very happy with his scoreboard though. Early in the match, getting a 3-point lead at this stage is a big lead really. You can see he's taking the ball in short. His margins are very good. Sticking the ball to the sidewall, that's exactly what he wants to see. Oh, and a nice little block there.
I mean, this is where he just becomes nearly unplayable. He's not giving 3 points. There we go. So what a first game from Tarek Momen. When I talk about the meeting in the middle, there was a bit of a stage early doors, but then Tarek Momen completely run away with it. It's a great rally now. Really starting to get into the players' bodies a bit.
Yeah, this is a brilliant rally. It's one that SJP really needs to win though here.
So the arrow count needs to be eliminated at this latter stage of the second from Momen.
That's better from SJP. Lengthened the court there with a good ball to the back. Took the ball in short nicely without making a mistake, so he's built the lead that he needed.
Down 11-7, game to ElShorbagy.
So SJP starts to thump his chest like King Kong.
Around the right-hand side of Momen. But SJP very clever. You've got to be careful going into the front of the court when he's on your back like that.
When the beast is behind you, yeah. You've got to be very careful. Yeah, he won't miss a trick. 6-3. Well, the Viper trying to increase a bit of venom here in response to the lead from the Beast, and something has to happen because this is becoming quite comfortable now for Mohamed ElShorbagy.
Well, he's got hold of the pace, hasn't he? He's dictating the pace, whether he wants to play slow, whether he wants to go a little bit quicker. It's all on SJP's terms, and the errors are not helping for Momen. He's making unforced errors, which is...
So Mohamed ElShorbagy really reasserting himself. 6 game balls for a 2-1 lead. Good tight work, no pace on it. So SJP once again pounds his chest.
Leads 2 games to 1.
Tarek Momen has gone really, really flat.
Beautiful shot from SJP.
5-3.
Finding the back of the court very, very well now. Seeing the finish line now, ElShorbagy in this 4th game.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time now. SJP in
9-6.
pole position. There it is, and that's the story really.
3 games to 1.
Not taking anything away from Mohamed ElShorbagy, but the error count was very high from Tarek Momen. Very, very high.
11-6.
Well, you can see what that means to Shorbagy. Very, very happy with that performance.
Yeah, he kept his concentration well. He didn't panic after losing that first game, Mohamed ElShorbagy.
Mohamed, congratulations. You and Tarek always seem to have great matches. You were both playing well, but you produced something special this evening.
Yeah, I mean, I hope everyone enjoyed the match because I felt that we both played at such a high quality. We always play good matches together. And I remember 2 years ago when we played the final here, we both gave all our heart out on court. Today we did the same, and I'm just glad, you know, I absolutely love coming back here, you know. You know, since the first day, the crowd come here full, like it's always full from the first day. You guys always support the event here. It's because of you, so thanks guys, and we really appreciated that. Thanks a lot.
Going into the second game, I thought I could actually sneak it and maybe win even 3-love. I mean, I thought everything was possible. But all of a sudden, I don't know, something switched off. He obviously pushed a little bit, and usually in those critical situations, I push. But since yesterday as well, in my match against Diego, it was the same thing. There is some sort of fatigue, or I don't know. I mean, I don't wanna make any excuses because I'm fine. I'm not sick, but I felt a lot tired than I usually am. Which at first I thought, fine, it happens a couple of points and then I'll recover and I'll push. But I kept trying to push, but it never came back, you know. And then the third game, I thought, okay, now I'm gonna push. It never came back. And then the fourth, I never gave up until the very last point. I kept trying, but physically, I wasn't even 60% of how I usually am.
48-minute average match time, and it is tight as a tiger. Marwan ElShorbagy really is the bogeyman. This is really good quality. Just watching where the line and length are bouncing. Guys are hitting their marks. I can't believe, honestly, the amount of, he's full stretch there anyway, and then he gives himself weirdly time to adjust his racket face.
No, it's the improvisation.
Yeah, and that's been the case for me. The forehand quality, the short work of Farag particularly has been very, very clinical.
Oh wow.
You know, I was just thinking, Lee. You know, when we're travelling around the world, these different events. Now, we're playing in England here, where his wife's not here. She's playing in Cairo. He hasn't got a coach with him or anything. When these guys are playing in Egypt,
10-3.
7 game balls though for Farag, and it's been a very solid Farag masterclass of everything. Good length and line, movement, but also the finishing and the tidying up at the front of the court. No,
11-3
it's an ask. So very convincing first game for the number 2 seed.
Marwan quite obviously trying to keep the ball a little bit straighter in this second game. We're trying to get the ball consistently past Farag, taking away from that middle area of the court, but he's just matching him in every area at the moment.
Just eating up ground.
2-1.
He's like,
it's just a joke wrist, that is.
Yeah.
This is brilliant from Farag. Honestly, this, I mean, I know it looks to some people like he's not doing much, but his anticipation across the middle, his weight of shots at the back of the court.
His homework, he's settled down and he's hitting his marks. Very accurate, very smooth, and really good focus. 6 game balls, and there's the
11-4.
give up on the last point for Marwan ElShorbagy, ironically stuck in the back corners.
Farag building a commanding lead at the start of this third game already.
Four-one.
It's just too good. It's just too good. The length, the width, taking the ball into the front of the court with accuracy.
9-2.
Well, 1 point on the board for Marwan.
And
I
out.
mean, he hasn't got above 5
4-10
yet in any of the
match ball.
games. That's how stingy the score line has been by Farag. 6 match balls still though. And he's done it. Ali Farag's done it.
Wow.
It's the best dismantling of Marwan ElShorbagy that Ali Farag's produced from my memory of their meetings. I have to say that in terms of from the first service, just dominating all the way through. To beat somebody of Marwan ElShorbagy's quality to the scoreline that he's just achieved here is very, very impressive. What a confidence-boosting win for Farag.
Are you playing the best squash of your life right now?
I'd like to think so, but I'd like to think so far. I'd like to think that I can still get better, you know. No, today I went on court with a mix of emotions, really. And I was inspired by Noor. She just won a thriller of a match back in Cairo and black ball against an unbelievable player in Ranim El-Ouleili. So I was super inspired, but at the same time I was super intimidated to see Nick Matthew in his corner. You know, it's Nick, way beyond his prime years. He gave me a lesson at the US Open, so I know that from the outside tactically he can give him the right tactics as well.
Ali played really well. He tactically played really well. He was very clever with his tactic. I think he got his tactics right. I probably didn't get my tactic right, you know, and he won the first game, and he won the important points, you know, in the first game, even though it was 11-4. But yeah, you know, as I said, tactically he got it right today, and all credit to him. He's been playing very well for the past 2 seasons, and I think it will be a great match between him and my brother now.